Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Wednesday, October 14th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner, I'm a light worker, I'm an energy worker, and I make these daily videos so we can all stay on our purpose-driven path, living one day at a time. So if this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. Take what you need and leave the rest. This is all about putting you first and taking really good care of yourself before you help anybody else. And I know that can be a challenge. So if you want to find out more about me, all my info is down below. LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website, or you could email me directly, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. I promise I will. Okay, let's jump into our cards. I'm working with the wonderful Gregory Scott Tarot deck. I just love this deck. I know you do too. Info about it down below. The first card we have is the Eight of Wands. Now here we are trying to hit your target, but look, you do get a bullseye. So this card is all about you keeping up your energy and you keep trying, persevering, keep at it, keep working towards your goals. You know, the wands really represent the fire signs especially, and having that energy and that momentum and that perseverance is really what I hear. And even though Spirit's showing me a picture of a goat in my head saying, you too, Capricorn, keep at it, don't give up, keep writing, keep acting, keep dancing, keep working on your new project, your new path, where are you headed? Don't give up. Keep throwing those wands. And they look like swords, don't they? I just had to double check. They sure do. No, a sword looks different. I'm not really into my medieval sort of weaponry, but I know this is about you staying on point. So listen, if you are, whatever you're working on, however this resonates with you, keeping at it, even though sometimes it's even with exercise. Let's say some days you're really great, you're able to get out there and get in your 10 miles or however far you're walking, and other times, you know, you're just missing your mark. You still got to keep trying. Don't give up. Persevere. Keep going. You can do it. I believe in you. And, you know, especially with these unusual times we're in, techniques and ways we used to communicate or ways we used to work all get mixed up, right? It's like some things are not landing at all. Like they're just not even on the target. But you just got to keep trying, because I know you're going to make it. Keep doing your best. All right, our second card today, that was the Eight of Wands, and now we have the Eight of Cups. So 8 is super important, is a power number for us today, the Eight of Wands. So here she goes. This card always reminds me of one of my soul sisters, because she got married in a beautiful purple magnificent dress, almost exactly like this. And here she is walking down memory lane. And this memory lane can be memories of past loves, past homes, past childhood, of walking through. Look at all those cups that are behind her and how emotional this journey has been just to even get out of that house. It's remembering the past and leaving what no longer serves her. She doesn't look sad at all. She is in a place of joyfully walking forward, saying what she's left behind no longer serves her. And this is the message I keep getting over and over again, is the invitation to ask yourself, who am I now? Who am I today? Am I this past? No, you are not your past, but you can remember it with wisdom, with wistfulness, with the joy, with the lessons that it's brought you, and it's brought you to this point on your journey. All right. I'm just trying to think. I'm listening. Okay, jump in. Okay, because the next card, all right, we have 2 cards for our final card today. And the first one is the Nine of Swords. So we all know that this card is all about nightmares. So if you're walking your emotional past and you're coming through, like, can you believe you lived through that nightmare that you went through? Maybe that's an emotion that you went through. Or you're still suffering some of the trauma from the past that you You know, we've all gone through our own trauma. We've had our own kind of living hell. Well, most people have. And if you haven't, maybe that's your living hell because you haven't experienced it. But we all have some sort of nightmare scenarios we go through. And when we're dreaming them, or when it appears in our dream, it's interesting because it seems so real, especially look how he's grasping for breath, like coming out of that dream. Like, was that real? Did I really live through that? Did that really happen? But as soon as he's able to slow down and get his breath, that dream fades away. Like that's all in the past, or it's imagined, or it's not a current reality. So that's the question for you. What's your nightmare? What's waking you up in the middle of the night? Or what's this fear that's coming up? Because the companion card I got with it, the clarifier, was the Wheel of Fortune. We're still in these in-between times, and I know it's been really difficult for a lot of us. Many of us are still in grieving, having lost loved ones, or careers, or are in financial ruin, or afraid of financial ruin. Like there are a lot of nightmares. What if you get it? Who's going to take care of you? There's so many. I don't want to list them all. You can think of your own fears and your own nightmares. But what Spirit's saying is that it's not a done deal. Things come in cycles, right? Sometimes our feet are held really close to the fires, or we're fire walking, or other times we're flying high. What song am I hearing? I'm hearing That's Life, right? Frank, when he sang that, one day you're flying high in April and shot down in May. Like it's the secular things. Sometimes we can go through all of it emotionally. Spirit's putting me on pause here a second. And what I'm hearing is that we really are in these uncertain times, and where the safest place to be on this Ferris wheel of life is right in the center, so that we're able to keep our balance and be able to manage those emotions that get triggered, or those fears, those old nightmares that used to haunt us. The more we're able to stay centered and stay balanced, the less we'll be haunted by that. I know it's tricky, but I know you can do it. I really do. I know you can. And whatever technique works for you to finding your balance. Some people it's exercise, some people it's dance, some people it's music, some people it's art. Like all of those things. Good nutrition, good water, moisturizing, taking care of ourselves, actively engaging with ourselves in everyday life, and not feeding those fears. That's a healthy way of staying centered. And it's when those fears or those thoughts and those emotions capture us and hold us, we're held hostage when we are running forward with it, like it just takes over. We have no control, right? All right, so the final card today, that's the invitation. This month has all been about balance. Thank you, Libra. We're getting it. Balance, balance, balance. But being centered, being grounded, being firm, like bringing in that energy from Spirit, God, the sky, like all that energy in through our bodies, and firmly bringing it into our bodies, down through the bottoms of our feet, and hooking it into the center of our planet so that we can really feel connected to the planet. That's the invitation, to find your groundedness. All right, our final card comes from the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck. I'm going to look for another Oracle deck. I know you guys might be getting a little tired of this one, but I still love it so much. I'm looking for a suggestion for a new Oracle deck. So if you have one, put it in the comments. Here we go. Unknown territory. Boy, ain't that the truth. And the message here says, you are exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. There's no need for you to make any dramatic change as we're moving in through this unknown territory. Trusting Spirit, God, the universe, your higher power, that you are exactly in the right place. can bring that peace that comes into us by trusting that we're doing the right thing. And when your intuition says, I got to get out of here, trust that too. Always listen to your gut and your heart if possible. But just believe that you're exactly where you need to be. You have exactly everything that you need. You got your little animal friends, you got your birds, and you have this owl, this snowy owl up here, which is that wisdom with you. Because wherever you go, you bring yourself, there you are, right? Isn't that what they say? Wherever you go, there you are. All right, my dear. That's our reading for today. If you're one of my first-time viewers or one of my new subscribers, thanks for being here. I appreciate you hitting that button. You know, we're shooting for 300 before the end of the year. That won't be too hard, I hope. But I just love that you're here, and I really look forward to seeing you every day. So remember to take extra good care of yourself and be nice to yourself. Don't give up, little tomato. You can do it. Hang in there. All right, my dear, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.